So we can go ahead and jump into today's case. Today we are going to be talking about the disappearance of Trenny Gibson. This was requested by a subscriber, so thank you so much for your request. This disappearance takes place in Great Smoky Mountains National Park, and Trenny Gibson disappeared from the Smoky Mountains on October 8th of 1976. She lived in Knoxville, Tennessee, and was a junior at Bearden High School. This is about an hour away from the Smoky Mountains, and another hour away inside the Smoky Mountains is a place called Klingman's Dome, which is where Trenny ultimately went missing from. It leads to Andrews Bald, which is the specific trailhead that she went missing from and where the students spent most of their time. She was attending a field trip, and on this field trip, it was kind of up in the air whether they would go or not originally, because there was going to be some questionable weather. It was very cold, and a lot of the kids were expecting the trip to be canceled, so they did not dress for the occasion. This included Trenny, as when she went missing, she was only wearing a blue blouse with a sweater, jeans, tennis shoes, and a jacket that she had borrowed from her friend. It seemed like she was not prepared to go on a hike. The only two chaperones on this trip were the teacher, Mr. Dunlap, and the bus driver, who stayed on the bus during the trip. Both of these people were responsible for 40 children, and the bus driver stayed on the bus. So one man responsible for 40 juniors in high school. After the 2-hour drive from Knoxville to Klingman's Dome, they were at one of the highest points of the Smoky Mountains. Once Trenny got off the bus, she realized how cold it was, and her friend Robert let her borrow his jacket. The students walked as a group to Andrews Bald, and they took time to look around at the wildlife and the plants, but were instructed not to touch anything. Trenny was reported walking from group to group throughout the day, and she spent the most time with Robert and a small group of her friends. At one point, one of her friends had an asthma attack, and she needed to sit down, so Trenny stayed with her. After a while, Trenny and Robert got lunch together before Trenny decided that she wanted to head back to the bus. Robert wanted to stay a bit longer, so he did not follow her. And on the way back, friends of Trenny noticed her stopping and staring very hard at something off in the distance. Like on her way back to the bus, they saw her squat down, and something in the woods had caught her attention, so they didn't think much of this, and most of them kept walking. But when they got back to the bus at 3 p.m. and Trenny was not there, they alerted their teacher. After searching himself, the teacher told the park rangers about her disappearance around 4 p.m. And at 4:30 p.m., a ranger drove to Klingman's Dome and began searching. that she was currently on antibiotics for. The bus driver ended up leaving around 6 p.m. to drive back to Knoxville, and at 6:30 p.m., 20 more people had shown up to help search for Trenny. They speculated that Trenny had gone off the trail by herself, possibly following whatever it was that she spotted. At 8:30, Trenny's mom was alerted that her daughter was missing. Her family left Knoxville immediately and went to the trail. They brought items of clothing for the search dogs to sniff. Dogs and searchers began to search the area that she was last seen, in a 6-mile road called Newfound Gap, which led to Clingman's Dome, was actually closed off. So it seems like they were taking this search very seriously. The dogs did pick up her scent. However, they could not find it in the parking lot where the bus had been parked, which seemed very odd. They did pick up her scent on a trail called the Appalachian Trail, which runs past Clingman's Dome. And some people suspect that she actually followed this trail to get back to the bus and got lost because it looked very similar to the other place you're supposed to follow. So her scent was tracked up this trail until it stopped where the road intercepted the trail farther up. On October 10th, over 300 people showed up to the trail to look for Trenny. And on October 12th, the FBI got involved due to the fact that people speculated she went missing from foul play. So where Trenny's scent stopped on this road, they found some cigarette butts and an empty beer can. But these were never linked to her case, so we really don't know why her scent went missing where it did. And also, this road and this trail, they're in the mountains, and so there's a lot of drop-offs. So it just makes you wonder what really happened. But anyways, so the FBI did get involved after people wondered if foul play was involved. But the police said they do not have any evidence that supports this. After a while, Trenny's friend Robert, who she had spent most of the day with, was handled as a suspect because her comb, like hair comb, was found in his car. But this did not lead to any new or helpful information. They also looked into a man who was reportedly obsessed with Trenny. He had threatened her after she had rejected him, so he broke into her home and was actually shot by Trenny's mother. He did survive and went to jail for the break-in, but he was never proven to be involved in her disappearance. In the end of October, the search was called off. The park ranger said that she was likely no longer in the park if she was still alive. In 1981, another extensive search for Trenny's remains took place in the park, but nothing was found. And that is pretty much all we know. How heartbreaking is that? We can talk about some theories. Some people think that she ran away, as she had mentioned wanting to run away and start a better life to a couple of her friends. However, it does not make sense that she would use this field trip to run away. And my main reason is because Trenny had actually wanted her mom to come with her on this field trip. Like, she was asking her mom to come with her. But her mom could not come with her because it was her little sister's sixth birthday, and her mom could not find a babysitter. So why would she run away if she wanted her mom to come? And also, remember, she was not dressed to be taking this hike, so you would think she'd be better prepared if she wanted to run away from here. The other theory is that she fell off the mountain. If you look up pictures of Clingman's Dome in the Great Smoky Mountains, this is a very, very heavily wooded place. There's lots of trees, lots of shrubbery, lots of drop-off places, like this is the mountains. So a lot of people assume that she went off the trail for whatever reason by herself and ended up getting lost or falling or something, and that her remains have just never been found for whatever reason. I think this is the theory that I believe. I didn't at first. I thought that maybe she'd been taken, but after looking up pictures of the area that she went missing from, that is a brutal place for a teenager to be by themselves. So, the next theory is that she was taken. I could see this being a possibility. I just wish that there was more evidence. It is really tragic that not more evidence supporting any theory was found. Like, we really don't know, and that's what makes this case so haunting and so mysterious. She went missing in 1976, so that's what, 48 years. She's been missing for 48 years. Nobody deserves that, and she deserves justice. If you know anything about this case, please come forward. Trenny is a white female with brown hair and brown eyes. She was 5'3" and 115 pounds at the time of her disappearance, and she would be in her 60s today. That is all I have for you tonight, so thank you so much for watching. I am about to head to the gym, given my attire, and I got really sunburned the other day. Look at that. So I'm hoping that doesn't affect anything, because it's everywhere. So I will see